Hi, hello, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, as you can see, is a little bit different. I clearly was in an airport at some point in time, and because I was going on this little mini trip, I took a trip back home. I'm originally from Jamaica, so I went back home to visit family, and due to this somewhat spontaneous trip, I decided it would be really cool to film a video as I went along on my little journey. So I haven't posted a video in a little bit, and I felt a little bit of pressure, or at least I was putting pressure on myself to make sure I got some good art in there while I was away, because I figured this would be a really great hey guys, check out this video, I'm back type of video. But I think in the pressure to make something good or to deliver something on top of like all the other work I've been doing, I kind of burnt myself out a little bit, and it started to show up in my sketchbook. Hello, bit of a settings change today. We are in the Caribbean today. I'm gonna be working on messing around in my sketchbook a little bit more, because that's something I'm trying to work on. Just taking some time to work in my sketchbook and not just do illustrations digitally. And we were in a bit of a rush when we left Florida, so I didn't bring much, but I'm gonna show you what I brought to sketch with. Okay, sketching materials are as follows. We got some highlighters. I do have a black one. I don't know where it is right now, but oh, there it is. Some highlighters. I also brought some watercolors, but guess what? Forgot my brush pen, so don't think I'll be able to use those. And then this is kind of the grand majority of it. I will eventually work on my iPad, so I do have an Apple Pencil. My new favorite liner, Le Pen, shout out them. I have color erase pencil, watercolor pencil, and then various felt tip liners. And by various, I mean one, naturally. And we got some pens, a pencil. This, by the way, writes like a dream. And a couple tombos. And an eraser. I'm just gonna try and walk around and find something that looks interesting to draw, just to get into the swing of things. It is hot outside. It is the Caribbean, so it is a little hot outside, so I don't know how long I will stay, but I'm just trying to determine a good spot to set myself up for success a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So technically, I don't think anything in my sketchbook looks horrible. I think overall it came out pretty good, but I do think there's a level of, I don't know, when you don't like it, everything looks bad. And I think that's what I was really battling with this round of burnout, I guess you would say. I think it's fair to say that burnout looks different to everyone. Different people feel it or experience it in different ways. For me, it comes with this push and pull with my own art, where I feel like nothing is turning out the way I want it to, or the things that I want to draw are not happening in the way I expect. It also does indicate to me a little bit. On occasion, I've realized that when I'm starting to feel burnt out, it does mean that something about my art is going to change. And that's probably because I try to draw differently when I start feeling burnt out. So as you can tell by like the sheen of sweat on my brow, it's hot outside. So I gave up. I did manage to draw a little bit of the banana walk right there, which is fun. I think I'm just gonna either sketch from, I'm gonna watch Love Island. Shout out, I'm catching up, so I might just sketch things that are happening in Love Island. That might be fun. Or just sketch from imagination. Unsure what I'm gonna decide on. I just need to cool off a little bit and relax. So I'm gonna watch some Love Island to unwind. I am watching US and UK, but I'm fully caught up with UK, so now I'm gonna watch US because I am behind. What can I say? I'm obsessed. All right, let's do it. Normally when I feel burnt out, that is a sign for me to like look for inspiration, to like put the pencil down and just like look at beautiful things, pretty things, and try to feel inspired about something that makes me want to make art. I think this round was very stubborn about continuing to make art, specifically because I wanted to make a video. The YouTube video of it all, the YouTube aspect of it all kind of kept pushing me to try and do something else, try to make something else so that I had something to show for it. And I don't know if that's to my own detriment. That could have been. I guess we'll find out. So not gonna lie, up until this point, it was kind of smooth sailing as far as sketching stuff goes. I was kind of having a little bit of resistance and like, I don't know, some of this isn't turning out. And about here is where I think everything truly started crumbling. I just couldn't draw anything, especially from my own imagination, that felt right, which is what I was trying to do here. I have a character design in mind that I really want to work on, and I thought maybe I'll just like get to sketching something, and no matter what I did, it looked horrible. In my eyes anyway, it looked horrible. I hated it. And I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. I couldn't draw anything that I felt happy with, for like nothing, not on my iPad, which I tried switching to digital because that's my usual, didn't like it. Went back to the sketchbook, didn't like it. Horrible. So when I realized that this is what it is, I'm burnt out, I'm tired, sketchbooking for the purpose of like taking a video is not happening. I had two choices. I was like, it's either I skip another week of making a YouTube video and then feel really guilty about that, and then it's a whole nother spiral, or we try to go somewhere else completely, like a new setting, new background, new surrounding, and try to draw something else. Like let's lean into the things that have been working, that I have been happy about when I've been sketching, and see what happens. So I tried first to sketch something digitally. I was like, maybe I can do a scene or something. Wasn't really feeling that, so we put the iPad away. You'll see that shortly. And picked up my sketchbook and tried to find what was working. And funnily enough, the thing that worked the best for me was these one-line, it's like blind contour drawings, except I wasn't doing it blind. I was doing like with one line contour, I guess. What is the term for that? There is a term for it. I'll figure it out in a minute. Continuous line drawing, that's what it's called, but it's also called one line contour. So a win's a win, I'll take it. Basically, I don't normally sketch like that at all, and for some reason that was a thing that was scratching an itch in my brain. It felt good to draw like that, maybe because it's so different from how I usually draw, and I didn't have to think so hard about it. I didn't have like a pressure on myself for it to look a certain way. Maybe all those things combined into making something that was working for me, but it was working. I decided to just spend the rest of my time at this cafe just doing that. And you'll see here, I'm basically gonna draw every nook and cranny of this cafe with continuous line drawing. And it felt good. It felt really nice. I am curious to know though if you guys have experienced burnout. What is it that normally triggers it for you, and like what do you guys do? Because for me, I think what triggers it is definitely, well, it's my own, like I put a lot of pressure on myself to get things done. So when I start piling on like that pressure to like not just finish something but have it look perfect, then that definitely starts showing itself in essentially the opposite effect of like I can't get anything done. Everything just feels like a chore. Usually the way I cure it is by not drawing at all. But it depends on the situation I'm in, because sometimes I don't have the luxury of not drawing. I might be on a deadline, for instance, or technically, I guess in this case, I don't have to draw anything for YouTube. This is not something paying my bills. This is just like a for funsies. And so I could, but I don't know. I feel like an obligation to because I want to maintain some level of routine with it. So typically I just stop drawing. I take a break. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Normally I like play video games or something. Like I try to do something so completely devoid of art making for myself, or I try to do a completely different thing that's like tangentially related to art. So like I've started taking up crocheting as a hobby. So that's still creative, but it's not the same type of creative activity that would be linked to like painting or sketching or anything like that. So I still feel creative without the pressure of like making something that looks good within my own field. Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense. So at the minute, I do think I'm coming out of the burnout spiral. Yay. Love to be on the other side. I took my own advice. I had a little breaky break, and I threw myself into things that were inspiring art-wise. Specifically, K-pop Demon Hunters came out, and all the artists that have been working on that have been posting all their viz dev and creative work for that movie. Please release an art book. I need it. But seeing all of that has been inspiring me to get to work on something else. And so I am working on a piece that's just for me. I didn't want to record it because I think that would just exacerbate the issue. So yeah, I'm on the other side, I think. Hello, it's my last day in Jamaica. I feel like I didn't do nearly half the art that I wanted to do. I kind of was, I don't know, I think I was battling a level of burnout, a level of feeling like I need to get more done than I can. So it was an uphill battle a little bit for me, but I did sketch a lot more in an attempt to like find whatever it was I was looking for artistically. I did sketch a little bit more, so that's good. But yeah, I really wanted to do, you know, people go, when you go on vacation and they do travel videos of art and stuff. I really wanted to be like, oh, this epic, oh my God, look at all the stuff I just did. But it wasn't meant to be. So a little, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a little up and down about it. I wish I had done more, but also I think, and I knew this before I came here, I think I was struggling with like needing a break, and the attempt to do something really cool in my sketchbook didn't help. So lesson to self, don't burn yourself out. Sometimes you just need to take that break. So I'll be doing that in the future. But I will say, the going around and like trying to find new and different things to do in my sketchbook because it wasn't working out doing things the way I usually do, that was really good. I think I experimented a little bit more and tried new things, which I think ultimately was, oh, there's a bus. Ultimately, that was for the best. So I can't be too mad at that. Anyway, I have no clue how this video is going to turn out. There was no real game plan here. It was just a hodgepodge of filming. So I hope this video turned out well, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I'm trying to grow, you guys. So yeah, consider doing all those YouTube things down below. Typically, new videos on my channel every other Saturday. It's been kind of a whirlwind right now, so there haven't been as many up. My bad, y'all. But I'm gonna try and be more consistent. I promise. Okay, so I'll catch you on the internet sometime, my friend, and thank you again for hanging out with me. Goodbye.